this school since I will be talking more on Forex. So, pwede ba ko mangutana? Anyone nga nag-engage in trading na bay mga kauban na to nga nag-trade sa Forex? Opo. Yes, sir. Good. At least na ako'y kauban, no? Makasabot. Basically, I will be talking more on basic. So, dili kayo ko mo go down deeper kung how to trade. But I will be discussing what is Forex, the legitimacy of Forex. So, na ako'y slides, no? Ato lang siyang basahon. Forex is an abbreviation of Forex exchange. No? Forex is the common term used to describe foreign exchange. It is also called currency trading, no? Or just FX trading. And every now and then, you may see it referred to as spot FX. Okay? It is essentially the trading of the world's various currencies. So a comparison of two currencies. So I will cite an example. Like, kung ikaw moadtog US, Pilipino ka, then ang imuhang currency is peso. So naabay value imong peso inigabot nimo sa US? Wala. Di na to mapalit. So all you have to do is mag-exchange ka. You have to sell your peso and buy for dollar. Para naa kay dollar inigabot nimo sa US and you can spend that money. So yan ang very basic example of foreign exchange. Okay. As currency are traded against each other, what I mean by this is that you are comparing one country's currency to another country's currency. So it is not as confusing as it sounds, but yun, yung basic example ko sa exchange ng two currencies. No? Foreign exchange trading is a process. When you say trading, it is the basic principle of economics. Yung tawag dito, basic, yung buying and trading, supply and demand. No? Foreign currencies for profit while you are learning the art of predicting the value of currency compared to another currency. You are becoming more successful trader, but it is not that easy and similar to many other financial activities. No? FX trading has its own risk. Bear in mind, Forex is very high risk. There is no such thing 100% in Forex. So ang Forex is not for everybody. Ang Forex is you spend more time sa learning para makuha nimo siya. Daghan ka og i-consider na parameters or factors in trading Forex. You have to consider, just like for example, Euro USD. You have to consider the economic stability of Europe, and then you have to study the economic stability of USD. So you have to forecast, you have to study kung ano ang status ng economy of US before buying or before ka mo forecast kung ang Euro USD will be going up or it will be going down. So very complicated. So dili siya ingon ana kasayon na when somebody moingon sa mo, oy mag-trade ta, mag-forex ta. So I started learning forex 5 years ago. Nag-start ko sa binary options, then nag-proceed to Forex. So, for 5 years until now, I am still learning. Continuous learning. So, for 5 years, dili ko profit. Dili profit tanan always ang imong i-consider. You always consider the risk. So, you have the risk reward, yung RRR na sinasabi ng mga traders na you have to lose 1%, 1:5 ratio. So, you have to win for 5%. So kung na dunay mag-offer sa tua, be clever. So magbinantayan ta always kung paano mag-engage sa Forex. Okay, Forex is very kumbaga, lisod siya sabton sa layman's term lang. Okay? So medyo naanatay may idea what is Forex. Next slide, please. So, who are the participants sa Forex market? Sino-sino yung participant o naglalaro doon sa Forex market? When you say Forex market is yung central bank. So, ang sinasabi natin what is the legitimacy of Forex, pagka nasa central bank, that is government. So, central banks, sila yung nagdidikta ng interest rates na ng economy of that certain country. GDP, kung may inflation, si central bank para makompensate, mabalance ang economy of that certain country. Okay? Next is the institutional investors. These institutional investors, just like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they are the liquidity provider. Or so-called, kung ikaw forex trader, they are the manipulators. They can manipulate the market. Kung gustuhin man nila na yung market is going up, they can do that because they have a lot of money. Ako as retail trader, magkano lang, one lot size is biggest na pips na pwede kong i-trade. Kahit million pa yung pera ko, hindi ko pwedeng mapagalaw si market. Hindi ko siya pwedeng diktahan na you have to go up or you have to go down. Yung rate or yung price of that certain instrument or USD or Euro USD, a lot more of pairs na pwede na to i-trade. Okay? And next is commercial banks. Commercial banks, when you say commercial banks, RCBC, BDO, they have their own rate. No? Kung almost ato tanan mosulod man og banks. Pag sulod nimo na screen, makita nimo how much is the value of peso sa dollar, pila ang Singaporean dollar, na. So they engage also in forex. So therefore, forex is not a scam. Forex is legit. Okay? Next is brokers. Brokers is ito yung a certain company wherein ang trader dito siya mo open og account. Dito siya mag-open, mag-deposit siya ng kanyang fund or capital to use the platform ng trading, also known as the MetaTrader 4. Si brother, yung trader, I know, alam niya yun. But since basic lang ang ituturo ko, I will not go down sa ganun kalalim na itatakel kung maubos yung time na latin ni Pastor sa akin. Next is individuals. Tayo yun. Si Sir Bong, si Sir Jong, any one of us participates in forex market. Why? Kung may iPhone ka, you cannot buy in peso. Hindi yan dating ng Pilipinas sa pera mong peso. Mayroong exchange of money kung saan siya nanggaling. It's either China or US. So, hindi yan peso ang pagbili mo doon. Meron pa rin exchange. Or, pagka meron kang tito galing US, binigyan ka ng dollar, hindi mo man ma-spend sa Pilipinas. So, all you have to do, punta ka ng black market, money changer, papalitan mo yung dollar mo para mabili mo, magamit mo yung pera. So, tayo yon. And next, individuals kami as traders. So, very insignificant kami sa market. Hindi ho visible si trader sa forex market. Hindi niya pwedeng mapagalaw. They can manipulate the market as individual. Next is companies. Si Pastor, nagtuyok mi gahapon sa iyahang mga equipments. And I'm sure, Pastor, dili man peso directly ang pagbili niyo ng mga machines. So the company also, may importation, exportation, there is an exchange of money doon sa transactions. So again, Forex is very diverse. Pwedeng anyone involved aning Forex. Okay? Next is, tapos na, next slide please. Ito yung sa commercial banks, example lang ito, sa BDO. So andyan, US dollar, 47 pesos, ang value ng peso. So when you say trading, siguro it's high time na we have to buy dollar. No? Since mababa pa ang value of dollar ngayon. So, previously, abot siya na 50, 55. So, meaning to say, medyo good ang economy ng Philippines since ang value ng dollar is bumaba. So, before, 1:1 ang value ng dollar versus peso dati. So, ganun kaganda ang economy ng Philippines. Next slide. Ito naman, these are examples of thousands of brokers. No? As a trader, very essential ang pag-choose ng broker. Why? There are a lot of brokers na scam. The moment you deposited your money, hindi mo na ma-withdraw. Ang dami ng questions kasi na sinabing kulang ka ng ganito na papers. Hihingan ka ng sangkatutak na papers prior mo ma-withdraw yung pera. So, essential ang pagpili ng brokers. So, ang gagawin mo, you have to do due diligence kung paano mag-choose ng broker. No? Yung magandang reputation, registered sa isang country. But in the Philippines, wala ho tayong brokerage dito. Wala pa hong law na approve na that we can do brokerage sa Forex. So, ang question of legality in the Philippines sa Forex is questionable pa. Hindi pa ho natin masabing legal or illegal. Dalawa. Kung tatanungin tayo, illegal siya or yes or no, both answer yes and both pwede ring no. Next slide, please. Ito naman yung sinasabi ko kanina, part of institutionals. Ito yung mga big banks or the smart money wherein sila ang pwedeng makapagpagalaw ng market. As we can see, 77% ang kanilang exposure sa market. We as retail traders, 32 plus lang percent. So sila, pag once na nag-expose sila sa market, they can manipulate yung trend, right? So, sila yung market maker na tinatawag. So all we have to do as traders, sinasabayan namin kung ano yung galaw nila. So when they buy, we buy. Kasi pagka when they buy, tapos nag-sell tayo, kakainin yung trade mo. So matatalo. You're in loss position pagka against tayo sa mga institutionals. Next slide, please. So ito again, when we open an account sa usa ka broker, ito laging makikita mo. Hindi ho profit ang gina-promise ni broker. Ito lagi. So always, there is someone na maglapit sa inyo, ganito ang profit. Bear in mind, i-question mo ano yung risk ng aking pera dyan, ng aking blood money. No? Basahon na to ha. Currency trading have large potential rewards, but they also have large potential risk. Okay? You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in these markets. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Bear in mind, do not engage in Forex na ito'y galing sa loan. Do not engage in Forex na ito'y galing sa mga properties natin na naibenta natin. So, with this, doon pa lang sa pag-open mo, magdalawang isip ka sana na hard-earned money pwede mong itulong sa church kaysa makain lang ng market. Kasi si market, walang patawad po si market talaga. Kahit saan galing pa yung pera mo, kakainin niya in seconds. Pag nag-trade ka against sa direction ng inyong trading, ubus talaga yung pera, lalo na pag wala kang stop loss. Nakalimutan mong maglagay. So yun, again, next slide please. Ito, one of the several disclaimers always na pinapakita ng ating mga brokers. Kasi si broker, wala ho siyang liability pag naubos yung pera mo. Kasi sabihin mo, beginner pa ako na trader. So, all you have to do, kung magkano lang yung ma-afford mo na pwedeng matalo, yun lang i-invest mo. Never, never, never na mag-loan ka para i-invest mo. Lalo na hindi ikaw ang nag-trade. Lalo na kung hindi ikaw ang nag-trade. Why? Kasi hindi mo alam ang market. They can have so much alibis na pwedeng sabihin, ay kasi ganito, may NFP, ay ganito, election sa US, masyadong, hindi natin kabisadong market. No one can predict the market talaga. Kahit sino pa, walang superhero na pwedeng magdikta kung saan ang direction ng trend natin. So please, be clever always pag kayo nag-engage in Forex, okay? Next slide, please. So the question is online Forex trading is illegal in the Philippines? The answer is both yes and no. Why? Next slide, please. So on October 30, naggawas ang SEC o advisory. No? Since na-experience ng SEC na sangkatutak na fraud reports na ginagamit po ang pangalan ni Forex. Hindi ho si trader ang nag-scam. But there are some people that using, lalo na sa mga hindi pa ho kabisado ang Forex. So hindi nila alam kung anong Forex. Always they present, ito yung magiging profit mo. It's a guaranteed. No, there is no guarantee in Forex. I tell you. For 5 years in the market, naka-experience ako na pumutok ang mata ko, it's because wala akong tulog just to monitor the market. But still, hindi ko rin makuha talaga 100% na profitable ako. You win some, you lose some. Right, sir? Amen. Yun. Foreign exchange trading is illegal in the Philippines. Naglabas si SEC nitong advisory na to. Just to warn everybody. Just to warn everybody that Forex trading is not certain ang profit. Always remember the risk disclaimer. Next slide, please. So same advisory, dalawang advisory nilabas ni SEC just to warn people kasi sobrang dami na ng complaints sa Pilipinas. So illegal siya in what sense? Kasi there are some people that acting as broker or salesman or agent, no? With regards, they bring the name Forex just to lure money for mga innocent people. So, next slide. Sa Manila Times, di lang mabasa. Next slide, please. Benzinga, very reputable financial online news stated kung anong situation ng Philippines. I don't know kung you have heard Kappa recently. So, pumutok siya sa Jansan. Naging advocacy ko noon since I am a trader. Tapos ginagamit ang trader. Lagi kong sinasabi, Pastor, na always clever, due diligence lagi before putting that big amount of money. Dahil una-una, kahit ako na nagtitrade talaga, I cannot really assure yung profit. 30, 15, or whatsoever percentage ang ibibigay niya. So, naging sikat po si Pilipinas dahil dun sa mga fraud or scams. Next slide. Ito, I will cite lang. Si Top 10 PH, you can browse sa inyong sa Google. Scams target tayong lahat. No? So, be clever. Tapos, andito sa top 10, tatlo dito, involved Forex ang ginamit. So, saglit. Yan. 2% scam pa. 2% per month ang binibigay. Scam pa. See? 2% per month. But still, it's a scam. Next is Ang tawag ng kanilang company is Royal Manchester 5. This is 2007 pa. 2020 na tayo ngayon. Ginagamit pa rin si Forex as tools to lure those people na innocent people, no? So much for that. Akong ihatag kay ayun, yung last. Actually hindi siya nakasama si Kappa kasi sa top 10 ng top10.ph na website hindi nakasama sa top 10 pero si Kappa ngayon ang number 1 sa Philippines. 5 million people ang nakuna ng pera ngayon. Sa awa ng Diyos po, yung founder nila is nasa sa kulungan na po. So thank you so much and God bless us all.